Well, in the San Bernardino County, heading towards Andalato. We're like 24 miles away. And this is like a dead, like Joshua tree. I rarely see them because they seem to survive quite well. We're at the, I forgot, it's a 395 south. It's not a road we've taken before. I took another road last time. And the weather is kind of cold, but again, they love it. Come on, back it up, back it up. Back it up, come. I mean, these Joshua trees are for me, like, kind of amazing, but they're kind of tough. Like, they're cactuses, and so they look more mesmerizing than I, like, in reality, kind of. But they're big, like, these are big. And we're near the Joshua Tree Park, I think. Like, not super close, but we're definitely heading in that area. And this is public land, so I could stay here. I'm still on my way to Costco, and this is how it always goes. Like, I can like take as many breaks as I need. They give my dogs breaks, and then they know where they're at. Next time, or like from the last time. So I hope to be able to get some duck worms from the duck too, because I haven't been at Costco actually before, I believe, or maybe once in the Bay Area with someone, but this is the first time I just got a membership, and because the dogs wanted dog food, and so it's a little bit more expensive, but it pays off. Like, even the duck likes it, and so yeah, the rain. It's the forecast is that it's gonna keep up a few days more, and then inside it's snowing. No, in north, up north where we just came from, and it's my little big Cardi G. I got off the main side off road, and so Yankee, I'm gonna find some water. There is not a lot of water. There's a river somewhere like past San Bernardino, and it's definitely recreational, but it could be snowed right now. In it's kind of actually cold around the San Bernardino area, and I might actually need to invest into some snow chains there as well. There's a lot of glass and like things here that's been like used to like target shoot, and that's another recreational use that people use these public areas for, besides the off-road road vehicle and camping, boondocking, walking your dog. Back it up, come on guys, come. And yeah, so I feel that that's kind of sad that there's so much stress left over, but thankfully that's not in every area, and I don't have a lot of energy, but I spent at least an hour a day cleaning up somewhere where we have been, and I always leave the space cleaner than we arrived. And I'm gotten a little bit better at it, but I always make that a point, and I feel really bad that some people don't have a chance to do that. But they love the rain. Yucky! Yucky! Oh, yucky! They love the rain. This not for tonight. When they want to be warm in the car, or even not in the car. But some people give us a little bit of bad reputation. They don't have a chance to clean up, or I don't know. They might share different values, or and I've just gotten a lot of like bad stuff around me. That people are like, yeah, y'all leave shit like around and trash it, and I'm like, no, we're cleaning up the trash. I don't have a lot of energy and time, but that's what I contribute like to this land that I borrow for while I'm being here. Come on, guys, Papa. And so and I don't know, I wish that was more known, but it's okay. I just don't want to be heard about like people misjudging me, and they do actually. I got quite some like angry local people or something, or I don't know. Okay, come. I'll see. And it's too bad because there you go. Come on, come, Papa. Papa. Hey, come on, Kaya. Oh. It actually started to like thunder, and another kind of con of trying to survive on these public areas is that a lot of the desert turns into washes, and you can be like thinking that you're like this morning like I parked fine, and then waking up being completely washed away because you accidentally parked in a wash, and it wasn't really different than the road. It was basically the same, and you never know. Things can be very dry, very long, and it cannot be recognizable anymore as either a road or a wash, or just look like a road, and then it turns out it was a wash. And I don't know. I don't survive very long in the car and rain. And then I've heard I'm not the only one. So these are the lanterns I use for light at night, and extra cell phone chargers. But this weather doesn't really allow to charge it, and I use the car to extra charge it if I have the ability to drive. But that's all luxury, and I'm fine with it. But the car doesn't charge very well. There's a deficit or deficiency, or there's something wrong with the charging or the wiring. But it charges enough to sort of survive. But I have to consistently kind of choose, and like this to have enough battery life, and being in the area where I can like call in case I do get stuck, and cannot get I don't know if you could say unstuck by myself, because I've been like the first year I've been in so many situations where I couldn't get out and we were stuck for days, and I was thankfully always stocked up well with water and food, but that didn't always make it easier or like scarier. So yeah, but again, I've learned a lot, and I've learned to prevent it a little bit better. So now I'm kind of parked on the side of the side road, but not too deep into like the off-road area, because again, I don't know necessarily where the washes are, and I haven't seen the local map here. I just pulled off on the road. And I'm actually taking a break a little bit from the weather, because it's hard for me to drive on the road. It hurts my hands a lot. More. Both because the weather hurts inflammation more, and it's harder to drive. But yeah, it's fine. Again, this is great. We can be here as long as we need to be, and I don't want to actually, because I want to be able to figure out where I'm gonna stay during the daylight, and then figure out where the store is. It's so good. Hey, Papa. Are you walking? I love you. Oh, look at the little boy. He still has his Christmas jingles on, because that allows me to hear him a little bit in the dark. Then he's my off-leash service dog, and he's my lifesaver. I saved his life, but again, it's a little bit messy, because I normally remake the bed with cleaner sheets, but when it's raining, that impacts me. I can't really like hang up the sheets to dry. I have in my face constantly that I need to like keep the car as organized as possible, and that's not always easy, but when the weather permits, it's a little easier. So my apology. Yeah, I think we could just sort of drive, because it doesn't really make a difference. Oh. Oh, sure. Sound naughty sometimes. Oh, Baba. Sitting on his pillows. Okay, they're on the way. I love you. You like your toy? It's your favorite toy. I love her so much. Like, I have all my dogs, but Cardi G. Yeah, that's your bone. That's a piece of bone. No. I guess he wants a bone. We'll find a bone, okay? We're gonna find a bone for you. Again, I hope Costco is the answer of a lot, because I get very exhausted from these stores for different reasons that I will go into another time. My Aussie. Big Aussie. Oh, love you. I love you. His hair is normally longer, actually twice as long, but I groomed him this summer. And oops, be careful. You ready to go? I love you. They look so easy to be humanized, like, but they're real. More so than I feel like other pets, because they are often the work animal role, and it not only by law requires different. They just want different things. Like they play well, but I've definitely been an advocate for them. For my big one, especially to like be allowed to be himself in ways that isn't always accepted in society. But it worked, and he loves people now. You know. Oh yeah. Wanna say hi again? The kisses. Give me the kisses. Give the kisses. Oh, look at the kisses. Nice one. Oh, so pussy. I love you. Oh, I love you. She says, let's go. She's chasing almost every day, but where's your toy? Where's your toy? Where's your little toy? There you go. Oh, good. Yeah, good. There you go. They get a lot of raw bones to chew on, so she has two somewhere there. But Thomas is kind of hawking them by sleeping, and then there's like, that's part of what we're gonna get. It helps them more of like kind of deal with all these changes, but I don't really notice a lot of problems with them. They seem to run it out quickly because they have so much time to run around, and it seems to actually help. It helps me as well. So let's go.